Don't do this at home.
Howdy.
Hi, I'm Cheyleesi and welcome back to my channel. I am headed up to Forgotten Angels with Josh and Blissful Ellie and the new addition to Brap Star Garage. Do you really need to be taller? Yeah? Get up here. I can't. I couldn't if I tried. Josh came home with this thing, and I'm not talking about Blissful Ellie. And he came home with this Winnebago. Everyone's like, oh, how can you guys afford so many vehicles? And it's like, well, because all of our vehicles are very crappy and barely run.
Quantity over quality, it's okay.
Try not to let this one stall.
Haha, that's a funny joke.
Dude, how long has it been since you've been on the PC800?
I don't even know. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been on a bike in general, and wow, it felt a lot lighter. Lighter than the Silverwing?
No, not at all.
Maybe it's just I'm seasoned now.
All right, hop on, Ellie. All right, I'll meet you there.
You're just gonna let me go?
Or you can follow me if you want. Let me get in the truck.
Maybe I won't follow you. Go there based off of memory? I sort of remember how to get there. Well, I guess we'll meet him on the other side. Off we go, ramming speed. Oh, they have a Ryobi truck? What about a Ryobi motorcycle? Turns out this guy on YouTube actually made one. Go Rick Plunk. Oh, it's been so long since I've been on a motorcycle. We've been back from our trip for about 2 weeks now. And I've had some people saying that they're gonna wait to watch my cross-country video until I'm completely finished with it. But it is taking me a long time to finish this footage because I'm going through so many hours of content, and I want to make sure that I'm super happy with the video before I post it, so it might just take a little bit longer than the rest of my videos do. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me, and if you do choose to wait until all the videos out, that's fine too. Editing those videos has challenged me in a lot of ways. I've only done one big trip on my motorcycle before, so editing these videos was a whole different beast that I didn't really know how to take on. I didn't really know how to film it either. So I left my GoPro on a lot of the times, which was not necessary. So I ended up going through hours of content that was just totally bogus or losing footage or losing audio. So it's definitely taught me to double check all my cameras, all my microphones, make sure everything's connected. Am I connected right now? It's not that I haven't been missing motorcycles either. I have been wanting to get back on my bike, but after the hurricane came, it's not like we had much choice. We packed our bikes like sardines in a can in the garage. Directly after the hurricane passed and we ensured that everything was safe, unfortunately we did have to miss Adam Sandoval's camp out. We were planning on attending it. It's been 2 years since I've been able to go. I tried to go last year, but I got into my dirt bike wreck and I was just not physically able to go. I could barely walk. And this year, Hurricane Ian came and had different plans for the South and said, you are not riding a motorcycle out of this state. We'll shoot for next year, but hopefully one day I'll be able to make it to Adam Sandoval's campouts. He's already made it to ours. We're heading to Forgotten Angels right now to drop off the Winnebago. Josh and I wanted to have something so we could stop renting vehicles every single time that Forgotten Angels comes around, because at this point we've already spent more money renting stuff than we have on the Winnebago. And besides a couple things here and there, it's in pretty great condition. Josh and I also wanted to have the option to go out of state with our motorcycles without having to ride our motorcycles out of state. Truly a luxury. There's so many rides that I've wanted to do, but we just don't have the time when we're riding our motorcycles there because we get in late at night after riding all day, because obviously riding takes longer than driving.
I created a lot of drag.
You are totally fine.
My neck isn't. I was like hunching over. Get my head as low as possible.
Yeah, I actually cut my windshield down because it was too tall for me. I feel like I missed a lot of amazing rides on and off-road just due to time constraints. And with this new Winnebago, that won't be an issue. We'll be able to just take the bikes out anywhere and rest when we need to and where we need to. It'll also be nice because so many times people want to have a beer with us, but we can't stop and stay too long. But this will, again, cut out that need to go so fast. Not that the vehicle physically moves that fast. It can't. It's from the 70s. And what was the speed limit in the 70s? I don't even know. I was born in 95. We stopping in the shade. The camp out, as of right now, is less than 1 month away. It is being hosted the 27th through the 30th of October, which is Halloween weekend. So I think we're gonna do a little bit of a costume contest on Friday because David and Cindy are gonna be getting married on Saturday, so we're not gonna be dressing up on costumes on Saturday. And then Sunday, everybody goes home, and Thursdays are kind of like our pre-party day for anyone who made it in town a little bit early and just needs something to do. So everyone is welcome to come stay Thursday through Sunday, hang out for the festivities. It's gonna be so fun. And on Saturday, we'll also be giving away the Humvee and the 2 1983 Silverwings that Josh and I rode across the country, donated by Jason from Sugar Tree Farm. It's so weird to think that that motorcycle belongs to somebody else pretty much already. And I have such a bond with it. I drove it across the entire country, saw so many amazing views on it, and I really hope that whoever wins it gets to have the same relationship with it, because I know I love that 1983 Silverwing. So I hope whoever wins it for this year's raffle truly loves it the same way that I do, or even more so. It's been so special to be able to ride around in the Humvee as well, because what a historic car, if you can call it a car, I guess. I just love the feeling that the Humvee gives me when I drive it. It makes me feel very powerful. That girl just used sign language to me. I signed back to her. I don't know what she was saying, but I signed back to her. I said, "Are you signing ASL?" And she said, yes, ASL. I know kind of ASL. I took 2 years in college, but I'm rusty. Yeah, if you don't practice a language all the time, you get rusty. But anytime someone signs to me, I'm like, oh, I kind of know what they're saying. I used to not wave at bikers, but after my trip, I definitely feel a lot more camaraderie, and definitely after being on YouTube, because I never really was into biker culture before. I only rode motorcycles because I had to. So I didn't understand, why is it that asshole waving at me? Now I get it. He's like, hey, asshole, you're an asshole like me. We're the same kind of asshole.
Asshole solidarity.
Exactly. What do you get when you drop a pumpkin? Squash. It's funny. Keep it moving, people. Keep it moving, people. Come on. Don't do this at home. Okay, welcome home to Forgotten Angels. They found a big old gator in their lake the other week, so be careful. Sandhill cranes.
What?
They're sandhill cranes. Ooh, good thing I didn't go that way.
My feet are on the highway. That's funny. I wanted to do that the whole time, and I'm like, maybe not when we're moving.
Attention, please.
What kind of scritches do you desire, sir?
All of them.
Your scritches. Time to fool around.
Oh, and also there's a duck now. Oh, and tomatoes. Look at that. And off into the sunset we go. I feel bad for that duck. It just has to be a normal duck. It doesn't get to be Cindy's duck. Oh, wow. What a beautiful ride we get to have home. Now, if only lane filtering was legal, we could just go straight down there. There's so much to do to get ready for Forgotten Angels. The hurricane wrecked the property, but it could have been way worse. Oh, shit. It's pumpkin patch season. Fall for Jesus! I miss the Florida sunsets. As much as I loved traveling across the country, there's no place like home. However, I still can't wait to get on the road again. And I really hope if you're on the fence about whether or not you're going to be coming to the camp out that you do come. Because I think this year is going to be extra special. Not only because David and Cindy are getting married, but I can just feel it in my bones. This year is gonna be the year. This is gonna be the camp out. And don't feel like you need to ride your motorcycle in. If you wanna drive or fly in, no one's gonna look at you differently for doing that. We're just happy that you're here. MOON, that spells motorcycle. Everybody knows that. I am on to my next Stephen King book. I'm reading Salem's Lot now. I finished The Stand just as I was getting home to Tampa. Oh, look at that sunset. Lord, there ain't nowhere in the world that's got sunsets like Florida. I mean, probably there is, but not that I've seen. So I'm gonna state it like it's fact. Even though Blissful Ellie is on the back, I could hardly tell. I thought because she was so tall, it would be difficult to ride with her on the back, but it is no difference than somebody who's shorter. It's honestly easier because Ellie can easily get herself on and off of the bike. God, it's perfect weather out here. And it's only gonna get better. The campout's gonna be so gorgeous. I live here. This is where I live. Now, if there were mountains in the background, I wouldn't be complaining either, but I truly do love living in Tampa. What a nice ride. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Blockhead's grand opening is at 2 p.m. this Saturday. We are meeting up on the Shadetree Surgeon channel at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for a Blockhead face reveal. What else could we get him to reveal? Let's see. We're gonna be at Forgotten Angels on the 16th this Sunday between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. to help get their gazebo back because it blew into the neighbor's yard. We're gonna need about 10 people to move it. So if you have some extra hands and you are free on Sunday living in the Tampa area, it would be great help if you could come to Forgotten Angels. And I'll see you here this Sunday for my live stream. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the ding dong diddle, do all those things. I'll see you here on Sunday. Bye. MOON, that spells motorcycle. Everybody knows that.